nikiletea kila kitu.
Chekeraje na mbele.
Sasa week na furious, kunyuma ndani inaimaliza trap. Hey, yeah, nikigura niambele. How could you do this kwangu? Trust imevunjika, game over. Messages ambogi hawasichana. Laughing on my backside, yeah, ajui. Best friend anasema why niko supportive, why? Camera sasa iko. Deep sana, camera sisito, sasa niko hapa nasikia, nikikaribia mbele. Hey, yes, nikikuja nyumbani, sango full support, watoto wawili, 5 na newborn, 7 months wawili, life yangu short, CCTV for safety, never kujua secret za dem, alisahau kamera ziko nikaona, najisoma katiba peke yake.
Anajisoma.
Hey, nikikuja
Nikuadoka.
mambo imeenda wacheche.
Inakaa hivyo.
Watoto wawili na mababa different under my roof, kanalo juu imekuwa loya tu, nikiletea kila kitu, familia italala. Sasa week na furious, kunyuma ndani inanimaliza trap. Hey, yeah, nikigura niambele.
Umena mwecheche.
How could you do this kwangu? Trust imevunjika, game over. Messages ambogi hawasichana. Laughing at my backside, yeah, ajui. Best friend anasema why niko supportive, why? Camera sasa kudanganya. CD record bila editor filter. Down fans, sasa kila notification ni kila. Nimekuwa diapers, rent, school, hakuna shortage, hata kidogo, lakini wewe unajenga double life, na mimi niko blind kama logo, bado hajui nimejua, analala kama hakuna beef, mimi niko staying silly, right na weakness inapigana chini. Oh, nikikura nina mbele, mambo imeenda wecheche, nimemwona mtu wangu sana, love our kids, mother brave, Friday anacheka, nouveau Christ, wezi uomiza, lakini uongo umenichoma dry, nikikura
Sylvester Sikutwa. We.
You break our ground, now watazama watoto wamelala, small hands, innocent faces, je watajua hii weight ya betrayal siku moja, sitawacha uumie siku za mama, nitascan kama rock, lakini hii baby nachonga mifupa, straight to the core, do I confront them, I need for everything now, nishike silence mode, nekukura niambele, nikikura niambele, mama imeenda wecheche, hiyo anamtoa because no one else is, for the kids nitapambana.
Alex Mdhui. AI is translating everything. Do you see? So I know for sure you said IQ VP. Is that what everybody else see on the other side? Because it's translating everything. Even my M-Pesa number, it has translated it into donate money. What the world? TikTok has the same problem. I don't like it. Kaifafa. Negwadoka. Orole mwewa.
your water. Please help me understand the situation. My wife started giving me sex. Barely 2 years into
Sound weak. Sound weak. Sound weak. I made this song over the weekend in the Mount Kenya. Some idea came to my mind, and I did 1, 2, 3, and I came up with this song.
I lace up my shoes.
Beautiful.
With the sun. I lace up my shoes before the sun. Stay in shape, not for show, just for us. He smiles when I move, when I breathe, and I feel the quiet pull.
Listen to the song.
Like gravity.
Listen to the song. What am I doing here?
Thank you slips out like a prayer for the coffee, the silence, the air, pleasant words, kind eyes. They mend what words can't say. Love making every night, soft and slow. Not a chore, just us letting go. Keep the house warm like a heartbeat. Boredom's not empty, it's peace we keep. Struggle knocks us stand steady, unwavering, his hand in mine ready. Criticism lands like rain on glass. I listen, learn, let it pass. Only his voice rings true in my head. The rest, just noise. I'd rather be led. Prioritize him first. The kids will align. They watch us close. They'll learn what's kind and watch out for the miserable ones. They whisper leave, 'cause misery loves company. Don't let their shadows dim our sun. Love making thanks, shape, home, kind. Contentment's not loud, but it's mine. Any woman who holds this close finds joy in the ordinary. And maybe, just maybe.
One moment.
Just maybe.
One moment. Un momento, por favor. All right, there we go. I was sharing that live on X.
A lifetime if he forgets the thank you. I still stay.
Beautiful song.
Love's not a
I made it over the weekend.
It's the quiet we choose. I lace up my shoes.
So, when you're looking at the comments, the 12 of you who are here, when you're looking at the comments, are they translated by AI or no? Because like Gina Mtu, who is our member, maybe of 8 months now, he said, hello, IQ. And then in Swahili, he said, niko na suluhu for your coffee needs, kama hujapata ile nyeusi. So, Gina Mtu, did you write that in English or in Swahili? because it also says, I have a solution for your coffee needs if you can't find the black one. Which language did you use? Try Marinate, Kirinyaga, Arabica, dark coffee, dark roast. Ah, you mixed. So why is the AI messing up with this? Ah, there is Maxwell Jenga, who said, Bavu, destroyer alipigwa na majembe. But in the translation, it's already showing the destroyer's rib was hit by shovel. Now you see why. The destroyer's rib was hit by shovels. AI is messed up. But to the point about your coffee, let me show you my route from Mount Kenya.
Not for show, just for us. He smiles when I move, when I breathe, and I feel the quiet pull like gravity. Thank you slips out like a prayer for pleasant words and eyes beyond what words can't say. Love making every night. So
I got some coffee. I got some coffee.
not a chore, just
Beautiful coffee.
letting go. Keep the house warm like a heartbeat.
You see
Not
that?
empty.
You see that?
Knocks, I stand steady. I'm
That's
waiting.
my coffee.
His hand in
I
mine.
got some good coffee. Yes, I got some very good coffee. You should see me in the mornings. Right now it's nighttime. You should see me in the mornings.
The rest, just noise. I'd rather be led. Prioritizing first. The kids are the line. They watch us close. They'll learn what's
Yes.
and watch out for the miserable ones.
Beautiful.
They whisper, leave,
Love it.
'cause misery
Love it, love it, love it. We'll come to that coffee in a minute. Let me read the comments.
Love making things shape home kind.
Na watu wa like kazi si kukaa hapa de.
Anyone who holds this close finds joy in the ordinary, and maybe, just maybe, a lifetime if he forgets the thank you. I still stay, 'cause love's not a score, it's the quiet we choose.
Yes. The comments today are so annoying because AI is translating them in some very, very poor attempt at translating Kenyan Sheng into English. It is not like Kahawatizo is saying in Swahili, obviously, wewe nione nyuma ya tent. And then AI is now writing, hey, see you after tent. It has the exact dark texture you want. Yes. Bro, I was about to buy the whole shop. When I got it, oh, I was like, my goodness, you have solved 99% of my problems. Yes, I got it. Oh, I just remembered that. I should have started with that. It's not going to show up here. Should I tell you or not? Mtaniroga. I did a whole tour of this coffee. The entire of it. from the farms where the coffee is picked up to where it's being brought as cherries, to where it's fermented, where it's separated, the whole thing. I have it on video. It's at the production. Very good story. Very, very, very good story. Everything, the entire process, we are inside the factory. The coffee bushes are outside. The whole enchilada of how they get picked up, then we go to the place where they get brought in by floating them in water, then get separated, and then go into big tanks to be fermented, I think for 16 hours or something like that. Then they go to drying. Then there is another name I cannot remember. They are put in sisal sacks. Then we go inside now, the factory, where the whole separation of grade A to, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. Grade 1 is cappuccino. I learned that yesterday. They're very little, tiny little beans. Not yesterday, when we were there. And then they get roasted. I'm going to show you the whole thing. It's in production. It's going to take a time. It's a very long story. Very long story. Beautiful, 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 honest people. Very honest, diligent people. This is Wangoko. Let me tell you his real name. I have his business card. His real name is Dr. Thuo Mathenge. There's a golden business card. He gave us a tour of everything. Commissioned one of his right-hand lieutenant to take us everywhere. He took us to the chicken. He took us to the facility where he is expanding for a restaurant in Nyama Choma. And then the lieutenant, who is a retired senior assistant commissioner of police, is the head of security there, with a very, very, very conk name. Let me find it. He has a Nyeri, a Meru name with an apostrophe. His name is, I'll find it, Charles Munene Itiriria. Very, very, very diligent humans. My, the real world is out there, bro. History yote ni ya kahawa. We had a very, very good time. And then we went to see the cows. The big boss took us to the chicken area. We solved a very big problem of sourcing chicken little thingies, the chicks. So that problem got solved instantly. Then in the back, people who are from that area, they know. In the back, there is a whole heaven, a real heaven happening there. There is a swimming pool that is longer than a standard Olympic size swimming pool, longer than that. There is a zip line, 1.5 miles long. I went on it. Feelings perekia nani? Your own father that you are projecting on. Me, I went on the zip line. They have huge areas in the back with nyama choma and food and games. The merry-go-rounds that you find in major cities, they are right there for the kids. All kinds of entertainments. They have the swimming pool for the kids and young and older kids. And then on another level, they have swimming pool for adults. You take a zip line and the entire time it is inside his property. And then there is a return on a lower level. We did all those things. There is a space in the back that can seat thousands of people, literally thousands of people. There is a helipad that has an area that can be utilized for archery. There are orchards and stuff. Way beyond there, there is a rehab center. We didn't go to the rehab center, but we toured the entire facility. There is a restaurant that is serving chicken from the chicken farm behind the fence. The coffee, we were in the factory where the coffee is going through the entire enchilada from the dry beans in gunny bags to where they are roasted, which is now the dark roast, different roast. I'll show you all that in production. And then they are cooled, roasted, cooled, and then they are ground. And those ones that needs to go as beans, they are sent in a different location. I mean, as a different area to be packaged. And then these ones are put in a different area that dispenses them, whatever this is, have a kilogram. And then they have the little tiny sachets. No, I don't have the sachets. Little tiny sachets. And the machine is right there, dispensing them in a big thread, like a big roar. They are right there. Then way yonder, there is a whole operation for the water. There is a whole facility that is bottling water, different kinds of levels of water. There's a premium water that is found in VVIP restaurants and hotels. It is there. Man. Kama huko kwa TikTok, yeah, not TikTok. X, and you saw me saying, the real hustle is in the villages. Watu wa town kazi yao ni panganga tu ya one term. It's because of the things I saw over there. That whole area is a huge operation. Is that window closed? It's a big space. They are bottling their own water, 3 or 4 different varieties of water, different shapes of bottles. Everything is happening there behind the beautiful wall. Hey, Yawa. There is a clip I shared on X where now, this is Wangoku, he has come up with a whole new plan to give 10 chicks to every person that is interested in the entire Nyeri County. And he said something to the tune of, they have already given, M is pronounced as Mtwa. Ah, okay. So this retired officer's name is, let me see if I can see that name one more time. Charles Monene. So now the M is what? Mtwa, okay. Mtwa Itiriria. Mtwa Itiriria. He was number 3 from the Commissioner of Police. Number 3. Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police. K9 unit. Yes, Jina Mtu, thank you so much. He was telling me that he has so far, in a program that he started in August, given chicks worth 300 million. An idea came to my mind. I was like, hiya, I can go around the whole village collecting those chicken from the lazy ass fuckers in the villages that have no interest or cannot see the value of it, and I can amass thousands of chicken on the cheap, pay them instantly, half the price of what they would cost, because chances are those people are not going to see any value in that. But that is a me problem. I have that problem called a theory of mind. I can anticipate bad things because patterns show that bad things happen. Theory of mind, TOM. Anyway, where are we? Yeah, this guy was telling me. Now, beside the project that he had started in 2012, this is a new project that he had now started in 2025. I think August, he said. I'm about to play that clip. Very nice gentleman. Very nice guy.
Then we also have a distribution. We are giving a yearly for 1 million project of 1 million chicks. Giving yearly people.
But that's a project you started long time ago.
Last year.
Of giving away chicks to the
I started back in 2012.
Yeah.
I've given people.
Yeah.
Now I have a project this year from last year, August. I'm giving each person in nearly 10 chicks.
The entire country?
Yes, the entire country. Right now we are giving chicks worth more than almost 300 million. Yes,
yeah.
Each person 10 chicks. When you rear these 10 chicks because they are too kienyeji, you can sell them at 1,000 or 1,500.
Yeah.
That person you are buying is about 15,000. Then from there he can be able to buy another 20 for himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
This like when they become chicken, they can lay fertilized eggs.
Mostly not all of them are laying. Okay, so yes, we don't give them.
Hi, officer.
That story is going to be combined in a very long conversation that we had with the gentleman and the senior police officer, that is the head of security there, and a few other people that are diligently working for the greater good of that community and the county at large. Anyway, why are we here? Why are we here? Leo to paste ama. Hiya, I have started attracting these kind of people. You're in the wrong place. Wrong place. I don't know how to speak nicely. I only know how to speak real. You are in the wrong place. Chances are, in 10 minutes, I will have blocked you from here. So you might want to do the worst. Report this account or do all those kind of things because you are on your way out. Nimesahau. Hey, chances are to get new people here. Me, I want just 20 people. Like AA. That's what I was telling the captain every other day, every other time with Eric. Me, I'm not interested in this fakeness, this back and forth useless talks. I have no need or use for it. Me, I just want a small group of people that we can do something constructive together. Like this empty talk here, I have no need for it. Hey, Leo, tell us about jets. You tell us about your deck. Aha. What are we doing here? We had a very good song. So, when I was in the Mount of Kenya, I created this very beautiful song. The AI has stopped translating. AI is actually even translating. And there is a cuckoo. Okay. And there is a chick. It's translating even that. And there is a cuckoo into and there is a chicken. That's why I'm hitting it. I know where to touch to eliminate that AI translation. And I see them on TikTok. The problem is, I don't know what is happening. My little cheap phone here does not have enough internet to go on TikTok, even though the internet is right here. I have no idea what is happening. But people of the TikTok will see me in heaven if I make it there. So, there's something Mariam said. Actually, that's why I was bringing up this song. Let's see if we can find Mariam here. Wairimo. There are 3 types of women. Number 1, the one who settle for an almost boring life, but gets the children and most of the time the inheritance. I am broken my beautiful coffee. Let me put my beautiful coffee here. Love it. Oh, this is my drug of choice. So, number 1 woman is the one who settles for an almost boring life, but gets the children and most of the time the inheritance. Number 2, the one who gets the good times and intention and attention and time from those who take care of women in the first category, now the husbands or the men. And then the number 3 is the one who go unnoticed and walk around angry and bitter. You should just call them feminist. Feminist is the final product of a woman who has wasted their chance to attach themselves with a man. Ama amujafika umri ya kuambia hiyo ukweli. That's what a feminist is. That's where the anger comes from. They take too long to come to the reality that nature designed her to be under the man so that she can fulfill her duty to nature. A woman's role is to serve nature. A man's role is to serve humankind. She produces, he takes care of it. But if she takes too long to come to terms with that reality of life, then she becomes a feminist. Now, that is the one Mariam is using kizungu mingi hapa, kumtaja. The ones who go unnoticed and walk around angry and bitter. No, they did not go unnoticed. They did not go unnoticed. They rejected the man. I thought 2026 is the year that we are going to start speaking openly and frankly and simply, instead of all this coded language. The one who rejected the man, the one that rejected womanhood, is the one walking around angry and bitter, bitter than my dark roast coffee. So, when I saw that, I was prompted to share this song that I created over the weekend in the mouth of Kenya under the conversation about a woman I don't know if you're going to see the background of that. You are probably not going to get to the background of that. But the idea was this woman who knows what her role is. She stays in shape. She takes care of the husband. She prioritizes the husband without neglecting the children, because children align with the energy that they see of the mother taking care of the husband. Children align with that. I'll play the short version of it. The long version of it is going to be on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, iHeart Music, and all those other places that I don't even know exist. Every time I get a notification, oh, we just posted your song in this place I have no idea existed. I did not even know iHeart Music is a real place. I thought it was a radio. Until they started sending me emails that now that album is now also on iHeart. I think it's iHeart Radio or something like that. I don't know. But wherever music is, my songs are there. My name over there is IQ Watson. So I'll play a short version of it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Let me see if I can see the lyrics.
I lace up my shoes.
I raise up shoes to stay fit.
Stay in shape, not for show, just for us. He smiles when I move, when I breathe, and I feel the quiet pull like gravity. Thank you slips out like a prayer for the coffee, the silence, the air, pleasant words, kind eyes. They mend what words can't say.
Wairimo is here.
Love making every night soft and slow, not a chore.
That's the woman you missed, Mariam.
Letting go. Keep the house warm like a heartbeat. Boredom's not empty, it's peace. We keep. Struggle knocks us stand steady, unwavering. His hand in mine, ready. Criticism lands like rain on glass. I listen, learn, let it pass. Only his voice rings true in my head. The rest, just noise. I'd rather be led. Prioritize him first. The kids will align. They watch us close. They'll learn what's kind and watch out for the miserable ones. They whisper, leave.
Watch out for the miserable ones seeking company.
Don't let their shadows dim our sun. Love making thanks shape home kind. Contentment's not loud, but it's mine. Any woman who holds this close finds joy in the ordinary. And maybe, just maybe, a lifetime if he forgets the thank you.
Heaven!
Still stay.
Heaven!
Love's not a score. It's the quiet we choose.
Ay. That's the woman you missed, Mariam. Oh my goodness. That's the best song I have ever made. And I'm just getting started. Where is Mariam? I'm calling you whether you like it or not. Wairimo. I have not saved you as Wairimo. I've saved you something else. What have I saved you? I forgot. There we go. I hope this is the right number. Chukua simu, Mariam. She's shutting off the phone right now. Mustafa Sharif with $5. Salamu, nimesalimika. Mariam, this is about you. Answer the phone. We see you watching us. Nice music. You've come from not having the ear for music to writing music. Yeah, because I can tell that story in the music. I'm telling a story. I'm not writing a music. This is a story. My story. As it appears in my kafesa. I even made up some music for Mariam, the woman that is refusing to answer the phone call right now. Let me show you Mariam's music. If I can find it real quick. Maybe I won't. I have so many songs here. It's crazy. I made one for Sue Owino. So before I can find the Mario music, let me tell you about the Sue Owino music. There is this woman who went viral. in my For You suggestion on X, there was a story about a woman who cooked a whole cow. And sure enough, when you click on the video, there is a cow in the living room. And then it is, and the whole cow is hanging on the kitchen rafters. And then she shows us cooking every part of that cow. So the idea came to me and I said, hide this from Sue. So I went there and made music for Sue that would resonate with that idea of cooking a whole cow. Well, Sue has already cooked angamia, but this was a new competition. And coincidentally, Sue was in some Western Kenya region doing the bullfight ceremony of Kalwale. So I incorporated the culture of the Luhya people and invoked the name of Dr. Kalwale there and used the footages of that event so that now it looks like Shu is up for the competition to cook a cow. Let me see if I can find it real quick. One of these. I think it's the long one right here.
Leo ni leo warembo, real life challenge ikoni. Menu leo ni Kenya, siri yake, so
It is not sounding the way I want it to sound.
Leo ni leo warembo, real life challenge ikoni.
Life challenge jikoni.
Menu leo ni Kenya, siri yake, so Bombe from Mulembeland, fighting bulls of Kalwale. Humming while anapiga mbio, rhythm iko tu sawa. No fancy lights, no stage, ni motion of viungo tu. Everybody story, cooking for her husband. Eyes closed, chinju, achilia the world fades out. Mkono wa bwana, one bite more. Real life challenge ikoni. Menu leo ni Kenya, siri yake sowini. Bombe from Mulembeland, fighting bulls of Kalwale. Humming while anapiga mbio, rhythm iko tu sawa. No fancy lights, no stage, ni motion of viungo tu. Everybody's story, cooking for her husband. Eyes closed, chinju, achilia the world fades out. Mkono wa bwana, one bite moja. No need kubonga. Hii ni tamu sana. Roho kifahari. Iko kwa flavor. Ziko kwa club. Moto ni ya moshi, sufuria ni clay pot. Mboga zina spring fresh na viungo trust. Ana eat to the top, bags full of greens. Ana post mtandaoni like umenitoka macho. From the ground to the roof, nyumba imekamilika. Shamba iko nice. Sukuma, kitunguu, the works. At a grill, you let feed the whole squad. Kisha lean back quiet, and Bruce from feed ye too. Watakuwa passionate, kicheko loud. Oven iko hot, wanna cook proud. Kisha Christmas mara kuwa ushago kwa George. Music from Murima village, feast for all. One bite, two bites, taste the flavor, taste the care. No roses, no drama, just backyard feast. None of mine, macho shot tight. He owned your soul, he owned your life, he owned your life. So we know, una doaje, he needs almost sana. Keep cooking, mrembo. He needs almost sana. Eyes closed, chinju, acha worldly fade out. Mkono wa husband, by moja. No need to speak, he needs almost sana. So sweet kwa hewa, love iko kwa flavor. Sweet kwa spotlight cloud. So yes, to do we no cook, build, right, glow. Tuna watch from screens. Lakini tuna feel it, you know. Ni tamu sana. Yeah, ni poa sana. Ni tamu sana. Let it linger from. Ni tamu sana. Yeah, ni poa sana. Ni tamu sana.
Hapo sasa. Bado. Hey. There you go. So that's where the idea came from. Now, I was going to play a song that I made for Mariam, but because
no need kubonga.
All right. She's acting like a sleepy beauty. We are not going to play that song. I made a very, very good song that amplified. I mean, the Mariam is the one who was talking about 3 types of women. Why didn't you put yourself in the category of those women, Mariam? Because the song that I made amplified a whole different character that is not demonstrated in the 3 kind of women you put there. Why don't you speak about yourself instead of imaginary women out there in some places? Where is that Mariam song? Today I've had a very long day. I don't have the energy. And it's nighttime. I cannot, you know. Where is that Mariam song? I can't remember where I had put it. It's not here. I had seen it today when I was doing some other things. Let me see. I see it. It is in, probably in this one. Mariam amefikiwa. Mariam amefikiwa. Now, that thing is translating it into English. I don't know how to shut it off. Oh, I'll find Mariam's song. I will find it. I will find it. It was on a different software. It has to be here somewhere. It's a long time ago. It is a long time ago. Holy moly. I make a lot of songs. Maganja Dogzwait. IQ, my woman isn't following my guidance. Should I dump her? No, she should dump you. You are the problem. Man, which one of these was the good song? Now I'm here. I'm looking at these songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs of Mariam. Which one was the best one?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mariam wearing a mama now. This is not your ordinary modern woman.
That's too sassy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mariam wearing moon mama now. Wearing moon is not your ordinary modern woman. She's not your traditional woman either. Oh no. No, wearing moon is in her own league.
That one.
Mariam is who she thinks she is. She's not defined by cultural rules, and garbage dish, a pinch of salt and toss of cloves. To the delicate fingers, clips and love. The blue flames rises from the stove. Her eyes light up in the glow, and her face reflects on the silver pan. But what's really cooking is not food, or the cornbread baking on the oven below. Mary was cooking up a perfect life. She's balancing the ingredients of love. She may be cooking for the kids, but her loyalty is to her man. Her loyalty is to her man. You see, Mary will understand the game. Give him what he desires, and you'll become the one he desires. The dough is right about where he puts on steel. Has to be calf skin, 6-inch heels, precious black tone, red bottoms, Christian Louboutin. She does the kitchen apron for a mic at the studio. I'm not just a wife, and I'm not just a mother. I am a woman with a voice and too. She cuts quite an image, soft, delicate and sweet. What she cracks on me, punch too, and takes no prisoners. I do not speak for women, I speak as a woman. I am a mother and a wife, and I'm also free to speak. She preaches the girl code, calls out the feminist. She hangs herself out to try and dance you the magic hour. Wearing is unapologetic, and that's not for permission. She occupies the room and turn up the heat. The strong gather and the weak scatter. Her name is Wearing Moon, and she's who she thinks she is.
Hapo sasa. So this mister here, what is Magaja dog Z weight. Maybe she's even refusing to obey you because you have a name that belongs to a dog. Looks like a dog's breed. If you have a serious problem, if you have a real problem, pick up the phone. My number, you should know it, or you don't. Shida ni wewe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll present to you Maria, where we move mama now. Where we move is not your ordinary modern woman. She's not your traditional woman either. Oh no, 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 no. Where we move isn't her only. Maria is who she thinks she is. She's not defined by cultural rules, and she's not limited by gender roles. Where we move fits perfectly in a kitchen apron, cooking and stirring up a new recipe. She sizzles a sauteed cabbage dish, a pinch of salt and toss of cloves. Her delicate fingers flip some knob, and blue flames rises from the stove. Her eyes light up in the glow, and her face reflects on the silver pan. What's really cooking is not food, or the cornbread baking on the oven below. Where the move is cooking up a perfect life. She's balancing the ingredients of love. She may be cooking for the kids, but her loyalty is to her man. You see where him understands the game. Give him what he desires, and you'll become the one he desires. The devil is
Hapo sasa. Why did you tell us about that woman? Enda lala. Kalale. Kalale.
She ditches the kitchen apron for a mic at the studio. I'm not just a wife, and I'm not just a mother. I am a Delicate and sweet, but she packs a mean punch too, and takes no prisoners. I do not speak for women, I speak as a woman. I am a mother and a wife, and I'm also free to speak. She is the girl code and calls out the feminists. She hangs herself out to dry, and there's you to mess it up. Wearing who is unapologetic and asks a lot for permission. She occupies the room and turn up the heat. The strong gather and the weak scatter. Her name is Larry Moon, and she's who she thinks she is. No, 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 no.
Haya, hiyo story ishi hapo. I just wanted to address that issue about the women that Mariam portrayed to us without putting herself in the mix. And I introduced the woman that would keep a home, prioritize the husband and the children aligned, because they feed off the energy of her service to her man. And that is all I was coming here to do. Is there anything else? It is 10:21 in Nairobi. Anything else? I have some persons here, names I need to mention. Wilson Kamau. Here we go. Francis Mwangi Philemon Mangi and Titus Dongo. Hey, Wakikuyu wameanza kuniaminia. My people used to be the Kalenjins. Kikuyus. Kaimureda atia. Kaimwena kamuda mureda tukayane. Asanteni sana, asanteni sana. This is a good feedback about the content. Is there anything else? Benedict Wairimo Maganji. So yeah, Magaji, I put the phone number there to call. But you have no interest in calling. You just want attention. You just want to suck my energy. That one you're not going to get. But if you make that phone call, the number is right there, plus 1512-738-6400. If you make that call, then I can give you the time you're looking for. But if you're looking just to play the small games here, the fakeness that you all are used to from your mother and father, Ogao Chichi Obina, it is not going to happen here. Nope. I have no time, I have no need or use for it. Hiyo perekea fakeness kwa Ogao Chichi Obina. I am not here for that. Tuko pamoja? Is there anybody else with something else? I just wanted to put that in record because I'm going to take it to production to counter Mariam's something. I was just making that specifically for that purpose. If there's nothing else, we will see you another time. Let me go back to that beautiful song I made. No, that is a Sue song, sorry. Why do I have two of them? Let's see the second one. This is the woman the feminists have been trying to kill for the longest time, because they have missed on the boat. They discovered too late that their essence was truly to have children and raise a family. And now they want to spread the misery on the women that have not yet jumped on the misery bandwagon But this one here is the woman that everybody wishes they were from the get-go. Thank you so much, Mustafa, Sheriff.
I lace up my shoes before the sun. Stay in shade, not for show, just for us. He smiles when I move, when I breathe, and I feel the quiet pull like gravity. Thank you slips out like a prayer for the coffee, the sigh of the air, pleasant words, kind eyes. They meant what words can't say. Love making every night, soft and slow. Not a chore, just us letting go. Keep the house warm like a heartbeat. Boredom's not empty, it's peace we keep. Struggle knocks, I stand steady, unwavering, his hand in mine, ready. Criticism lands like rain on glass. I listen, learn, let it pass. Only his voice rings true in my head. The rest, just noise, I'd rather be led. Prioritize him first. The kids will align. They watch us close, they'll learn what's kind. And watch out for the miserable ones.
A feminist.
Believe, 'cause misery loves company. Don't let their shadows dim our sun. Love making thanks shape home kind. Contentment's not loud, but it's mine. Any woman who holds this close finds joy in the ordinary. And maybe, just maybe, a lifetime if he forgets the thank you. I still stay, 'cause love's not a score. It's the quiet we choose.
That is the short version of that song. The long version of it is 7 minutes, 14 seconds. It's going to be on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, and all those places, probably tomorrow or the day after. It's a standalone song. And the title of that song everywhere, it's going to be The Noble Wife. All right. In closing, Top Floor 9465 is asking, what is the best way to go big in an economy like Kenya, factoring in global dynamics? That's nonsense. That's just noise in your head. That's just noise in your head. You just want to move with the happy going around you simply because you are privy to that information. And now you make your life, the reason my life is not going well is because the world is adding to it. What time is it in DC? Three 3:30. Let's call it 3:30. If we listen to Trump, civilization is going to be destroyed in less than 3 hours. And now you, in the middle of nowhere in Kenya, now you want to say, this is it. This is why my life cannot go well. Nonsense. 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 So when you put big words like factoring in global dynamics, it's just the noise in your head. It's just because you are privy to the current affairs of the planet. You are contaminated by noise and excuses. I gave this story not too long ago. Before I came here, I touched base with somebody in the village, a very good friend of mine. And I just asked casually, what is good for Easter? Ah! Easter! Easter! And World War III is happening in Iran. Same thing. So when you formulate a sentence like this, what is the best way to go big in an economy like Kenya, factoring the global dynamics? Dr. Thuo Mathenge is giving away 10 chicken to everybody who is willing in Nyeri County. Is that factoring the global economies? This information you fuckers have. There's too much knowledge, too much information. That's why you are walking around like zombies with schizophrenia. Because the noise is in your head. You cannot see straight. Because everything is so much noise. Oh, Trump alisema leo nini? Oh, sasa Hamus imefunguliwa. Bei ya oil. Ni nani wameshikwa? Walikuwa nauza oil wapi? Ati walikuwa nafanya nini? All that noise is nonsense and destroys your path of self-actualization. Because it's counter to solitude. There is no noise in isolation. The whole idea of solitude is to block off the noise. Focus on the things that matter. What I am saying right now, I am the problem. I am denying you the opportunity to look for something to become a victim. To look for something as the reason why you are failing. It is the one term, it's the Ruto, it's the financial bill, it is the housing bill, it is too many trips. The president is doing too many trips. Where are the trips now? But that was your reason. That was the thing that was agitating you. His life continues. Where is your life? Go and listen to my conversation with the Kingori. I repeated some things I said in one of my drive-bys. Where is my cut for the repeal of Section 2A, 2B? Because we met at Ihora Stadium when I was a teenager with James Orengo. He was already a member of parliament in a single party rule from Ugenya. Multi-party comes after he agitated me. Moi must go. Repeal Section 2A and 2B. Multi-party democracy. He stayed as a member of parliament of Ugenya. In the multi-party democracy, he agitated me to fight in what he believed was for me, but it was for him. The constitution is changed. After he is tired being a member of parliament, he became senator for 10 years. He ran out of the tenure of office of senator. Now he is governor of Siaya. What was there for me? Kupayuka kwa barabara. One term, 2 term, Moi must go, Ruto must go, defeat finance bill. They are killing us. They are kidnapping us. What was there for me? 35 años, 35 years. 35 years. Orengo was member of parliament before. 35 years later, he has the highest seat other than that of president. But me, younger than you are, I was agitated to defeat single party rule. to defeat dictatorship, to defeat Section 2A, to defeat Section 2B. What was there for me? So continue. I'm not denying you anything. Continue filling your head with noises. Global dynamics, big words. I went to school on exit 14C on Thika Road. I have this much language to use in a sentence to sound like a Dwanzi. Funga masikio. Focus on yourself. I said this the other day and people came crying because they know it's true. If life finds you at 27 and you're still lost, you are worse off than a 30-year-old single woman. Because she can still, I'm repeating exactly the same words I said. Because she can still agukia a high-value man who has more value than you will ever get in your life. And she can attach herself to that man, activate femininity, and attach herself with the professions and the duties of nature, and still give children to that man. At that. But you as a man, and life finds you at 27, and you are not sure what you are here for. You are not sure what is your purpose. You are not sure what is your mission on this planet in this life and time. You are worse off. I am the problem. I'm saying this for you, so I make it easier for you to type the right comment. I am the problem for saying that. Because now you have information about a guy who made KFC at the age of 75. That guy was not your father. What did your father make at 75? Sinue nauliza. Stop quoting some abstract humans that you have no idea. Personalize your own journey. What have you been dealt? What are you doing with it? Stop quoting some nonsense because you have information from TikTok and CNBC. What's the best way to go big in an economy like Kenya, factoring in global dynamics? Is it launched a service or a product? You see, you exhausted your English with the big names of factoring global dynamics. You ran out of making a better statement in your last sentence. But I'll still answer your question. I know what you're asking. Solve a problem, bro. Solve a problem. What is the best way to go big in an economy like Kenya? Solve a problem. There will never be another formula in this planet. Everybody that has gone great has solved a problem. Every one of them. There is no greatness that was not preceded by a solution to a problem. Every one of them. I meet multi-millionaires and billionaires, and their story is the same. Identified a problem, positioned themselves at the guy who has the solution to that problem, and then they scaled it. Why do we call motorcycles boda boda? That name is from the Malaba border in Busia. Boda boda were bicycles, the manual ones, the manual pedaling. When you get to Malaba border in Busia as a Kenyan, and you want to go across to Uganda, the Malaba, I think it's also called Malaba, the Malaba, Uganda, you would get a ride from the bicycle and cross you. Those Kenyans, most often time, they used to go to Malaba border to buy clothes and stuff to come sell to Kenya. This is a long time ago in the late 80s and early 90s. That was what Manaba border was. And there's another one here on the border of Tanzania. I'm not going to remember its name. I used to see our primary school teachers on Fridays. They would leave so that they can go there in the Uganda border and buy clothes to come sell on their free time. I can't remember what is the name of that border. But the Manaba border story is from that. Border were the lawyers on both sides of the border between Uganda and Kenya that would offer the services of of bicycles. Then the dysfunction of Nairobi, of congestion and poor infrastructure and traffic jam, became so big, and none of the politicians you are choosing in cycles of 5 years are solving that problem. So somebody identified that problem, and more importantly, the solution to it. Because there are no rules for motorcycles on the road in Kenya generally, and specifically now in Nairobi, what if we brought the motorcycles instead of the bicycle, but still give them the name border, the one from the border of Manaba, so that now they can weave through traffic and they don't have to obey the traffic rules. Not that there are any traffic rules. Don't come for me. I did not make the rules disappear. There are no traffic rules in Kenya. It's a very good place to drive. I like the organized chaos of how ordinary Kenyans share the roads without the traffic rules. I like the roles the police have settled into, not as traffic officers, but as traffic scouts. Somebody saw the solution to that problem and introduced a motorized cycle, not a bicycle, a motorcycle. It can weave through traffic. It does not have to obey the rules. And it can even drive on the pavements. And it's faster. They are solving a problem nobody wants to solve. If they were organized, those people could own a piece of Kenya by investing in a co-op, come together as a group. And I know they have, you are right now almost typing, they have those groups, but what change have they made? What significant impact have they made? Those people are making more money than any other group of workers in Kenya, including the greatest group, that is the government employees, but they are not organized. That is not that story. There was a time Uhuru Kenyatta himself articulated how great these people can be if they came together and contributed towards a common goal. He mentioned those numbers in billions. Kenyatta Uhuru was saying that the government could even be borrowing from the border riders if they were organized, because of how much money they can pull together. That is beyond the black man's brain. Nasema hivyo kwa intention fulani. Let me see if I can find that thing. Uhuru articulated that thing so well. I am sure I saved it somewhere. These phones have changed so many times now. I don't even know how they have reached them. Where do I find? Okay, maybe in the search. Let me see if I can find that. That's not it. I'll find that video and put it here in production, probably, if I get time. How do I get to albums? There we go. No, that's not what I'm looking for. So the question we still go back to identifying a problem. It looks like a very minute problem. That one of borders. Those people are making hundreds of billions every year. But they are fragmented. Nonetheless, they are solving the problem that you're asking now. Because you are looking for somewhere to apply the useless degree that you learned in theory in one of those universities on Thika Road. Because you don't have any practical expertise or skill set to go by. Just some piece of paper that said you completed this. The teacher who was teaching you has no idea what he was teaching you. Mimi sikusoma. You people are the ones who show us those things. Trevor Noah was showing us in a class where the coding teacher is writing code on a chalkboard. Trevor Noah. They are writing code on a chalkboard, 2025. So don't just now look for something to go, anasemaga, you know the people who teach, they have these degrees and diplomas. Nonsense. 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 Those people are waiting in the bus stops to catch a matatu after they teach you how to be an engineer. Identify a problem and position yourself to solve that problem. Make sure it's at the very bottom of the Maslow's pyramid of needs. The very bottom. Those problems will never go away. These things you are calling global dynamics will never affect the problems at the very bottom of the Maslow's pyramid of needs. Solve those problems. Food, security, shelter, clothing. Solve those problems with a clear mind, not this nonsense of useless education and information in your head and victimhood. From dunia inaisha, and now that is the reason for you to fail. If you're looking for an excuse to fail, if you're looking for a reason to fail, you never run out of excuses. If you're looking for a reason to fail, you will never run out of excuses. It is repeal section 2A, it is Moi is a dictator, it is multi-party democracy, it is mlolongo, it is uchaguzi umeibiwa, it is Kibaki Matiba amefungiwa, it is Rubia ameachiliwa lakini Kibaki Matiba amebaki ndani, it is Ouko has been killed, it is all the provincial administrators that were involved in Ouko's death, they are dying one after the other. It is going to be, I'm relating the things that I could have attached myself as victimhood. Yenu ya juzi, they are killing us. When we are burning in parliament, in ya juzi. Those ones are the ones that were reasons why we should have looked for a reason to fail. In my era, empty your head from that noise. A very small problem, very, very small problem. Solve it. There's a company in downtown Austin. It's called Silicon Labs. Look it up. It is the one that enables technological interfacing using low energy. For example, how the car radio works using a 12-volt battery. How this gadget can connect to the MacBook using the Bluetooth or the speaker that is singing, low energy, whatever they call it in those big names. That small problem has made it so valuable, almost to a point of monopolizing that product. So many things they do. Me, I only know how to position myself into it. Not too long ago, we were bought off by a big company called Texas Instruments. That company has existed for the longest time, solving those very mundane technological problems. You go read there, you're gonna get the terminology right about the low power usability. So I chanced on it not too long ago. Well, maybe long enough for me to be giving a success story about it. Now, we recently just got bought off by a big company called Texas Instrument for $7.7 billion. And they are going to keep the name Silicon Labs. It's a hallmark of downtown Austin. When you're approaching downtown Austin from the south, from the river, they have two big buildings with limestone, maybe 4 or 5 stories. It's a very short building with golden limestone, Texas limestone. Silicon Lab, 2 buildings right there. They solving a problem nobody else has the appetite to solve, and they became relevant. And now, 7.7 billion later, now it belongs to a bigger giant called Texas Instrument. Find a problem you can attach yourself into and then scale it. Scale it. When I was touring this facility of Wangoko, there is a young man there. You see him in the videos when I get to the production. He is the leader of the section of the production of the coffee. From when the coffee cherries are picked up in the backyard to when they get into the very first process where they get fermented in big spaces. He took me a tour of everything. That guy, he was working for Dorman's Coffee. Then he saw a way to sell himself to Dr. Mathenge and his product. And then he went to, I think it's in Roiro or someplace. Yeah, Roiro, I think. And he got formal certification of the things he can do that he had already learned at Dorman's. He had already learned those things at Dorman's. But now he needed to be validated formally. So he went somewhere in Roiro. You hear that story. He gave me that story. And got that certification and then used that as leverage to be the big guy who controls the factory that creates this coffee. A very young guy. I don't know how old he was. Do you think that guy has noise about Wantam? Do you think he has noise about Iran, Iraq, bombs, whatever nonsense? No. That is somebody else's problem. That somebody is going to solve that problem, and he does not even know to come ask you to help him to kaboom the place. But you are offering your opinions about the war in a country that cannot even manufacture a bullet. And now you are the expert of knowing about the war. When I was preparing this life. I had put up the title, Reference into the War. YouTube refused to monetize this life with that title. That's why the title here is something about a Tuesday after Good Friday or something like that. In Kikuyu, there are two sayings, very beautiful ones. Menyasiaku kanyanyaine. It has no meaning in another language. But there's another one that says, Heijio nesiaku, get wind by yours. Heijio nesiaku, jishughulishe na yako. All these empty, all these noises that you people feel in your head, it does not involve you at all. And I know right now, if I say, walk away from Kenyan politics, you are going to look for a machete to go look for this person who is denying you the chance to participate in the sausage making of the shove and turns of whoever, who is in the news now. Nairobi governor, Nairobi senator, whatever his name is. What is his name? Oh, his name is escaping me. I've talked to him before. Yes, the thing does that thing wirelessly with low energy. What is that guy's name? Senator Sifuna. Now people are spending the whole 5 days weekend of Thanksgiving, Easter, arguing the divide between Sifuna and whoever else. I don't know, it's Sakaja equivalence or it's the smartest guy in Nairobi. What is his name? Babu, you know. Why is that? What is filling up your tongue? Why? I know, right now you are like, why are you denying me the chance to do that? But have you truly interrogated how Sifuna is a government employee? Bobo Owino is a government employee. Sakaya is a government employee. With the trappings and the trappings and the goodies that come with it. Gachagua was fired from number 2 position. How is he financing the things he is doing? Can you do that? Can your father do that? Ama ni mimi naonaga mambo tofauti. Why is his business my business? And yet, my business is not his business. That is the other link that people forget to mention. When are you going to take care of your fucking business? Is the question I was asking. Because now you know everything about Gachagua. You know everything about the turns and the twist of the energy heads that were fired and arrested, and the 500 million that is missing, and the evidence of the DC. You know that thing. When are they going to start talking about your business? Now that you give them that much energy. When are you going to put your house in order? What kind of an NPC are you? Things just happen to you. I mean, I was 19 when Olengo came to Ihura. I should have carried that wave. Right now, I would have moved from Section 2A, Moi must go, dictatorship, multi-party democracy, Matiba, Charles Rubia, Gitobu Manyara, all these people, Ginyo Karaoke, Muite, and everybody else, and I have graduated into the 10 years of post-multi-party democracy rule of Moi, and gone and carried away by the waves of Kibaki and the sausage making of the rigging of the election that Raila had actually won, and all these, they even swore him at night in the dark. Oh, that is illegitimate. I would have been carried by that. Right now, I would be telling you stories of my Madamano that I went to. But when would I take care of my own business when I'm only worried about other people's business? I know right now, the only takeaway is I'm denying you your democratic right to be a noisemaker, to payuka, which is what I called it on X. You feel so entitled to it. And then tomorrow a new wave. I used to have an X. And if I open a book and I say, today I bought a new pair of socks, she would find a reason to negate something bad about that decision. Tomorrow I said, I am quitting my job to try to start a business. She would find something wrong with anything I open a page of. She has something negative to say about it. That is you now in the political arena. Everything, every wave that comes. Do you remember Beyaunga imeenda juu? We are carrying sufurias in our head. You forgot that. But you are deep in it. You truly believed we are going to die because hatuwezi afford uga. But now nobody mentions uga. Now there is another thing. Replace uga with mafuta because of Iran. Now that is the sufuria of the day. There is a new name for kupiga kura, kuchukua kura. I can't remember what they are calling it. Tukokadi. Now that is your today's gunia. Sufuria. What kind of an NPC are you? How jihurumi? Kabisa. Can those people one day take a day off and do the things you do for them, for you? Wakuje sasa kwako. Waseme hata sisi sasa tumekubali. Umekuwa ukitupigania, leo tuko hapa tukikupigania. Do they ever do that? Ama ni mimi niliangushwa na goi nikiwa mtoto. Kichwa ikabump. Naonaga mambo ikiwa upside down. Be hedged by yours. Be thinned by yours. Menyasia kukanyanyaine. But don't let me take away your democratic right to be the experts of everything. And then you come here and ask me, what is the best way of taking advantage of this and that in the dynamics of the economy? What fucking dynamics are you talking about? Go identify a problem. Go rent a toilet of Kajo and clean it and make it usable. Why are we here? The convo with King Ori. This is Benedict. Benedict is my new member. He has a blue badge. I like how you approach sociodynamics from a place of observation and logic. It reminds people to look beyond emotions and see patterns in human behavior. How can they do that when they have been raised by their mothers? Their mother impacted in them her biology and her chemistry. I mean, we had a very good conversation with a guy called Papa Jones, who articulated it very well. A male child being raised by a woman, she cannot help it but impact in him her biology, being a woman, and her chemistry, emotions. That's why you see these marauding youths truly justified into potential violence and combustion. The chemistry from the mother. Me saying that now, that is the problem. The presence of biology and chemistry in a man is the absence of logic. You are going to walk through this life as a 24-year-old, lost in anger and frustration and regret. And you're going to get to a point where there is no point, to a point of no return. And now you're going to normalize that as the reason you are in this world. To be angry at everything, be angry at everyone. And you justify it with all these reasons that I counted, I could have picked from 1990. It is because they killed Ouko. Now that's why we are demonstrating. It is because Moi has delayed section 1, 2A, 2B. It is that one. Now you carry that, you justify. Your life is done. At 24, you have died. You won't be buried until you are 74. 50 years. You're going to roam this planet lost. Lost. Having missed the boat. Because you're involved in other people's business, the exact people who can never be involved in your business. Mimi hapo ndio tunakosanaga na watu. The finishing of the sentence. You are involved in people's business that can never be involved in yours. That part, hapo ndio tunakosanaga na watu. The people who ask help, if they were in a position to offer help, they would never give help. That is hapo mimi nakosanaga na watu. Finishing the sentence. Anybody who is a champion of charity is precisely because they are only beneficiaries. If they were in a position to be charitable, they would never be charitable. Just look at your family members. Mimi sio wenu. Anybody who depends on other people's help, if they were the ones on the top, they would never offer that help. Never. Again, I'll give you a moment. Look at the dynamics of your family life, your family members. Now, Maxwell Jenga, you didn't used to be a member. Your name looks familiar. You don't have the badge. What is happening here? Now they are busy on X trying to cancel Obinjwa and deplatform him. Obinjwa is Oga Ochichi Obina. That anger. I have a little insight of what you're saying. That anger. You're always looking for something to justify why you are angry. You're just waiting for somebody to give you the reason. And now, during the Majimbo, whatever Majembe boxing, they gave, or Oga Ochichi Obina gave them a reason as to why they are angry. They were angry 10 years ago. They were angry 10 years ago. Over the weekend, July 4th, April 4th. What I read briefly, I've not watched anything, is Oga Ochichi Obina picked up the mic and, according to what I read, campaigned for Ruto. Now that is the reason. You are sitting there, waiting to be angry. You will never miss the opportunity to be angry. There will be opportunities everywhere for you to be angry. Everywhere. Everywhere. Bro, I need to arrange my phones better now that they have changed so many things. I wish I can play something here in relation to that. Something in my mind I know that would make so much sense right now. But these phone updates are messing up the way I arrange my phone. Motivation, let me see, motivational. But it's not giving me the videos I want. There's a guy who said it best. Not the way these phones are reached these days. I cannot find it. If I ever have time to go to production, I'll put it here. This guy said people walk every day looking for something to be agitated by, looking for an opportunity to be angry. So, Oga Ochichi Obina came through. They were waiting right there. They were waiting. I saw another poster. I'm not going to remember the third person. And there was a photo of Oga Ochichi. There was a photo of Ikonini and somebody else. And they said, these people have been bought by two-term. Now, it does not matter what they say after that. Now we are sitting here. We already have a reason to be angry. We are waiting for Ikonini to say something. We are waiting for Oga Ochichi Obina to give a speech during the Majibo boxing. That one right there is going to be the reason why we are angry. No, you're already angry because you have missed the boat. You are frustrated by your own personal failures. Life found you at 24 and 27, and you have not yet figured out why you're in this planet. That is the anger. You are projecting your own failures on other people that are busy doing them. You died at 24. You'll be buried at 74. Broke and broken, angry and miserable, having missed life by 50 years because you are carrying other people's duties as your own. You are looking at other people's successes as the reason why you are failing. It is the fuel price. It is the Beya Uga with the sufuria in your head. That one disappeared. It is Kasamuel betrayed the movement. That is your reason for failure. 50 solid years. You walk this life angry, disappointed, because you missed the boat at 24. By the time you're 74, the people you'll be giving the reason as to why you failed in life, they will have no recollection of what Tukokadi is. They will have no recollection of what two-term was. They will have no recollection of anything other than Ruto, because Ruto will still be president. You see, now, mimi ndio nimelipwa. Now I have given you a whole new life to be angry. The only thing those people 50 years from today will relate with where your anger came from is Ruto will still be in power. You see what I did there? I gave you a reason to continue being angry. You are a very good product as an angry young man. You are doing society a solid one, the smart people. They will position themselves to benefit from the problems that you're going to create for 50 years. I was telling Kingori, he looked at me like I'm speaking from another planet. America has more people incarcerated than countries have populations. 50 years. You will participate in the ecosystem of the people who are going to benefit from the anger that you are carrying with you at 24. By the time you're 74, the system will spit you out straight to the grave. I have a customer of mine. Even, I think Kibe knows him. Super duper rich. He has a ranch in East Texas. He lives in a condo in downtown. He has a home on the ground in Chicago. He has another home in South Bend, Indiana. He's probably what, 74, 75? Served the country in the military. You know what is his product? Probation. He provided digital ankle monitor devices. The technology, the software that monitors the monitors of the people who get in trouble, and they get ankle bracelets, whatever they call it, ankle bracelets, whatever the fuck they call that thing, so that they can go home and continue paying for the freedom with an ankle monitor. This guy came up with a software that monitors the monitor. Super duper rich. Solid guy. Stories from here to Kenya and back. Guess who is the biggest customer of his? The niggers, the perpetual victims. You package yourself at 24-year-old and you give yourself to be angry. It is slavery that happened 450 years ago. That is why I'm angry today. It is white supremacy. That is why I'm angry today. It is racism. 24. For 50 years, you're going to be a customer of the system. That guy spends time among his properties, depending on where the weather is good. Because the perpetual victims, the perpetual angry ones, are always going to be knocking on the door to be customers of his product. And when they go to the judge, if they pay enough money, they can get the bracelet, whatever that thing is called. I think it's called ankle bracelet. I don't know why I'm saying bracelet should be here, not there. Whatever that thing is called. Then pay weekly. Weekly. For that thing, you are paying for the freedom because you could not utilize freedom in the freest country on the planet. You got angry at the dynamics of how that country was constructed, and you apportion yourself as the carrier of the hate and the slavery and injustice of your people from 550 years ago. The system said, we need you. We need your anger. They have private prisons. They tried to shut them down during Obama days. No, there's so much lobbying for private prisons for them to go anywhere. They only shut down one of them for the immigration, a private prison facility, for a immigration holding facility. But the private prisons, they are still operating. There's so many marauding, angry people over imaginary things, and they cannot let go of that anger. Somebody found a way to position themselves to solve that problem. Somebody is a multi-millionaire in his 70s, selling freedom to fuckers that were born in the freest country on earth. That statement right there, you have something to say about it. America is not free because you have been listening to the niggers. Now they are paying weekly for that freedom. Keep getting angry. We need you as a product. We need you as a product. I'm texting my nephew to see if he's available. He gave you a story about how his problem was monetized by people who position themselves to take care of you when you become unruly in a society that is supposed to be free. What time is it in East Coast? We, Mukikuyu.
I'll call you back.
Goja kwanza, wacha kukimbia.
Uko wapi?
Niko hapa naongea na strangers. Kidogo tu haraka haraka.
Ngoja nitoke mahali kwa.
Sawa sawa.
Kelele ni mingi hapa.
Sawa sawa. Sawa sawa. Put on your AirPods. They will cancel them out.
Let me do that, please. Hang in there.
Tony Silva has renewed his membership. He's been a member for 8 months. Thank you so much, Tony Silva. Yes, I've seen that anger firsthand. Bro, there's somebody here who is blowing a casket of what I am saying. Words. Are you still now?
I'm here.
Aya. They
Good afternoon.
afternoon wewe. Salamu pelekea watu wenu. Mimi sio wenu, I'm just your uncle.
I understand that. Mimi si wenyu. Lakini kahawa imeshika.
Oh, bro, unasema nini bwana? Unasema nini? So,
Kahawa inashika.
Twende straight to the point.
Yes.
You got arrested for DWI. You buy your freedom by having a digital alcohol bracelet in form of an alcohol blower.
Yep.
And instead of installing it in the car, which is the tradition,
yeah,
they give you a device that looks like a phone.
No, you have to. The more expensive device it is, the better, because now you have to control of yourself, than getting to a vehicle and doing all this connection, which was very expensive.
So you, every 6 hours around the clock, every 6 hours, not 6 hours of the day,
yes,
every 6 hours, you have to blow into that thing for it to read 0.0 alcohol content.
Yes.
How much money were you paying every week? This is a long time ago. That's why we can talk about it.
$120
every week.
Yep.
Every month, you would go in a facility that is run by the county government system east of the airport.
Yeah.
Only to say, I am here. I'm still abiding to my probation rules, and then in 5 minutes you are done. And they would charge you for being there.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, you have to pay on the front before you leave.
Oh, that you pay for that appearance in advance.
Yeah, it's $50.
Then they send you to a place that looks like AA, where you have to go and mix with other people who are in the same problem with you.
Yep.
And you have to pay.
Class.
And you have to pay for that one.
For you to get a certificate that you have completed that class.
And then when you are done with the program, which extends to 15 months, because one time you wiped that gadget with an alcohol wipe, and it read as if it was alcohol.
So I did. I took a bread that had dough bread, which is, I think the dough bread has something.
Sourdough bread. Yes.
Sourdough bread, and that thing came positive. I had to run quick to office, and this lady still did not agree. I took sourdough, so she agreed. She refused me to get into the thing. She said, "This is your last warning." I said, "No, I'm just trying to prove to you. I took a video and everything. I taken sourdough."
And then
But that could have extended me another 2 years. Crazy. I'll go to prison for that shit. Because now you've broken up the probation that you're supposed to be on. That's a violation. It's a huge violation.
And then when you had done everything they asked you for, subiri kidogo Dennis. Subiri kidogo tu. Kaa tu hapo. What is this guy's name? Kidogo tu for this guy here. Amigo, necesita la trabajo para 8:30. Necesita para 8, más tarde, por favor.
¿Para las 8:30 hoy?
Sí, a las 8 la mañana.
Ok, estoy.
Sí. ¿Ok?
Sí, estoy.
Gracias, amigo.
Sobre todo, no te preocupes.
Ok. No, un momento. Es no hoy, esta mañana.
¿Mañana?
Sí, a las 8 la noche. No es de 8 y... ¿Qué es eso? Sí. Checa tu mensaje ahorita.
It's tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow. The 8:30 in the 83.
No más 8, no más 8:30. A las 8. No más y media. A las 8 la mañana.
Okay. I have to write 8:30 and 9:15.
No. 8.
8:30 for 8 o'clock.
Sí, claro.
Okay, perfect. No problem, sir.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. Tulikuwa tumefika wapi? The place that looks like AA. Tumekupoteza.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yep. So this place that you're going to meet with other people, you also have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's 300 something dollars
every month.
No, that was
One time.
Yeah.
And then when you, well, yeah, that's where we were. When you have done everything, you have completed everything they asked for. Then you have to make an exit interview with somebody on the phone.
I didn't get to do that because the lady
Because what?
I didn't do that because the lady on my mom gave me if I paid her and put up.
No. Before that point, and I know what you're saying, but I cannot hear you clearly. Before you go to that point,
Yeah.
before you go to that point, there is an exit interview where they ask you whether you admit that you have this problem, and you said no, and they said you are in denial. You need 6 months, 6 more months.
Yeah. We go from there. So I said no. They said no. You're in denial. We need to put you go. So you can understand that. That is another 6 months. So you have to find that out too. It's a problem. Cost you money.
Your connection is off, but the message is home. You became a product for the system, and they were willing to keep you there in perpetuity.
First of all, if I had that conversation on that day, I was contact me again and say, now I became a bigger product.
Man, you're saying something very good. I know what you're saying, but we cannot hear you. Let me see if it's gonna autocorrect. I hope it gets better, man. Say that again.
What about now?
No, there is something you did with your headphones. Oh, you put them in the midst of a conversation. Put them back in the little pouch, add the phone call, and then call again, whether you with them or without them, but from the beginning. Bro, one of my most popular videos is the one I'm driving in a baby blue t-shirt. And I said, if you're a man at the age of 30, you have to amplify logic. The society is designed for you to fail. There are floodgates everywhere to catch you for anything, and they are going to utilize that one. More people in prison in America than countries have populations. I don't know. Shida ni mimi. This idea of discipline is a bad word. Discipline is an insult. In the world of a man, the way it is designed.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay. What I was trying to tell you is, if the sourdough, that day of the sourdough, she said, no, I'm not going to forgive you on this one. She could have extended that probation for months, or depending on what she wants, maybe 16 months.
Yeah.
And you know,
and she's the final say. There's nobody else to go report her to.
No. Shocked woman there and okay. You know, but that's what happens. Get into those problems.
So do you, I don't know if by the time you were in Austin, I had that customer, but there is an old gentleman who always carries his mukwajo. He is on West 6th and 6th, West 6th and West Street. It's a condominium building that
yeah, the walking stick.
Yes, you remember him?
I don't remember that man. I can't remember a person carrying walking stick.
You don't know him. He is a part of that ecosystem by providing the software for the monitoring of those kind of probations.
Yeah,
the society will always align itself and monetize your problem to their advantage. That was my point.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm?
You didn't tell them I was in a very special, very important process that was almost getting denied. I got denied because of that.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There is no room for error for a man in this world. Taking life so cavalier. There is no opportunity for that. There is no, your chemistry and your biology, they belong to your mother, not to a man. A man has to have logic in approaching this life.
That's right.
Man, I don't even know.
You cannot sleep. Once you snooze,
Yeah, you snooze, you lose.
You lose. That's the rule of this. That's the rule of this jungle. Everywhere, be it in Africa, be it in Japan, you as a man, you're still the same person. The rules remain the same.
You remember stories you used to give me when you were a teenager and a young adult, and you used to you used to do some crazy things. At one time, you told me if you had stayed in Nakuru, you'd be dead by now. I mean, you told me people in your group died.
Yeah, because it's not enough. There's no way out. You think all you knew is the jungle. What else are you gonna think about? You've gone to school, you've finished your school, and then what? After Form 4, you'll be dead. Because now we're trying to get ambitious by saying, we need this and this. By the end of the day, the environment was not providing that. It was. I'm alive today I'm happy. Be alive. I could be dead by now. Long time.
And now look at you raising some big boys in the best way possible.
Yeah. That's the only way out. You cannot afford mistakes.
Man.
Cannot. The moment you snooze, you lose. They get you.
There is no leeway. There is no leeway for a man, bro.
The system is made. Yeah, the system is made to capitalize on every dollar that you make. So if they can make money from you, any dollar, they'll get you quick. Yep.
Where?
That's what it is.
That's life.
Yeah, there's no shortcut. Being a man, you have to That's the ecosystem of a man.
You have to walk a straight line. Upende usipende.
Today we are driving because of discipline. That's all. And knowing if I make this, I take this path, it's all for me. I'm done. The era of all these problems. You have to be disciplined. One day you're gonna give them that story of you're back in the day of discipline, of 5 years of discipline. When that time arrives.
Nigani yo? Yo nigani?
You're driving without maneno like discipline.
No, those were 11 years, bro. I have given those stories.
11 years, yeah.
11 years. But you are right. It was probably in 2016 when I could not renew the driver license anymore because they had changed the rules. If you don't have this kind of papers, you can no longer automatically renew driver license. So for 6 years, yes, I drove with a rear view mirror. I've given that story also.
So they understand the rear mirror.
Yep.
Do they understand that?
Bro, Mtu abebe msalaba wake. Mimi nilibeba wangu.
Hata mimi nilibeba wangu.
This
napeleka gari. Mimi nilikuwa nimelala kwa gari. Wanifanya welfare check. And it was a little bit cold, so the car was warming up. So I'm on the bus. That is called intentional.
If the keys are within reach, it's steal.
No, what I had when I woke up, I had the keys, there's the keys. That's a cop saying that. And it wasn't one. They were shouting, the keys are there, the keys, look, the keys, look at the keys. And that was it. That was
one of the guys you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was
there is
so happy about that.
There is a guy you know very well, very well.
Yeah.
I can vaguely describe him to you. He has a brother in Germany. You know him? He had gone to Germany before he could come to Kenya. You know him very well. He was in the same situation with you. He was in a club.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Okay.
And then got in the car and slept.
Yeah.
And you know the police are hanging around the clubs to see who is going to drive home drunk. But he never drove. He never drove. But the keys were within reach. And then he refused breatherizer.
I refused to. You know what they did to me? I refused. They took me to the hospital and he would drive me.
When you what you're saying now, because of breaking, is when you refuse your breatherizer, they take you to a hospital and they force you to have a blood draw.
They chained me on a seat. And the seat, they put me, you know, those straps on the seat, and they took me to the seat to the hospital with that. Oh, okay, I know what you're saying.
He was seated in a car outside a club. And this is William, what is it called? The one for Round Rock. Williamson County.
Oh, that is a bad place to be around.
He never moved an inch. Now he is dealing with probably 5 years over DUI.
Just because I lied that I took, that guy was very cute, very knowledgeable. They got a bit for that. Yeah, that's the change.
That indiscipline is a product. And the smart people are going to milk it for life.
Look like boots, like that.
At age 50, with $1.5 billion in his name. 1.5 B in his name, and he cannot afford discipline. Too much of a price. And now the system has aligned itself to monetize his indiscipline. Somebody was telling me over the weekend that Trump alikuwa anamtetea because he is dating Trump's granddaughter.
No, he was on the phone. Yeah, that's that. And I'm saying he was on the phone saying, "Oh, I just got off from the president on the phone." This president has been pardoning people, so maybe that was something I blame it for him to.
But and he has no power to pardon anybody. Crime.
That's at the end of the day, the government needs to learn some lessons because that's not the first time.
No, those are symptoms of a bigger problem.
But did you hear what he just said?
Mm-hmm.
He said he's gonna go to seek treatment abroad. Not here.
Yeah, he was in treatment after he was discovered to have 13 women beside his wife. He went for treatment also. His problem got monetized by the system. That is what I'm saying the whole time. You think that your anger, you are projecting it on other people. No. Those same people are going to monetize that anger of yours for 50 years. 50 solid years. By the time you exit on the other side, you're going to be looking like this. Jipige kifua. One time, nani aende sijui tuko kadi. That anger is a product. Somebody will monetize it. This life is yours and yours alone. The day you will be isolated in a corner with nobody else is the day that you realize that, and it will be so late for you to do anything about it. You will see your life driving past you like this in slow motion. That slow motion is going to be 50 years of what could have been. Because you'll be seeing a reflection of what your life could have been on other people, what it became when they applied logic and discipline. 50 solid years. Shida ni mimi for pointing it out. Asante sana Deno. Uko nchi gani sahi?
Karibu. Niko Atlanta, Georgia.
We talked over the weekend. You were somewhere else.
I was in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
I came home for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go recover that my.
Very nice.
Itoka inataka kipia kutafuta ndio.
Kijana anamaliza form 4 lini? Anamaliza high school lini? Ako form 4 sahi.
Class 8.
Ako class. Shit. That boy looks like he's in high school, bro. Yeah?
No way. In class 8.
Uliangukia the super jeans. Eh? Allah, ako na girlfriend. Is he driving?
Oh yeah, that one close that long time.
Very nice.
He drives the trucks.
Yeah.
18-wheeler.
He can drive the 18-wheeler?
Yeah.
And I think I saw
the same breed.
I saw the little one driving the Suburban.
Yeah, oh yeah. I teach them all of them. All across the board, I teach everybody how to do it. So
man.
I'm just
that's the life, bro.
You see how they shoot the gun.
Yeah.
You see how they can hold the recourse of the thing. Recoil of the pistol.
Yeah.
Strong. I keep them like that.
All right, man. Tutaongea.
Yeah. Last weekend they were shooting off the skies.
Mm-hmm. That is their country, bro. That is their country. Sisi ni watazamaji. Sisi ni watazamaji. Yep.
All right, I'll be here. Give me up later.
All right, I'll call you tomorrow. It's almost going to be midnight over here.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, man. Asante sana Deno.
Kahawa niletee tafadhali kahawa.
Unataka gani?
Kahawa.
Unataka gani? Niko
the strongest you have.
I have the strongest from the highlands of Mount Kenya. I brought it from Nyeri.
And I also have to recommend you. You're doing a very good on the mix of those videos of Canadian, of the Lord, the cook, the chef. That mix has come out very nice. You need now to remove the TikTok parts, the backgrounds, and just make it smooth.
Oh, you mean the video? Yes. The video I made of Sue Owino with my own music.
Yes. Those things are.
That's your uncle, bro. That's your uncle. I still got it. I still got it.
Unakafunga, sisi unakafunga ukafunga.
Imeingia?
Unakafunga, unakafunga. Unakafunga mfungo.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
That's good.
All right, man. Tutaongea kesho.
Everything. I'll be here.
Okay. All right.
Good night to you. All right.
Anything else? Continue being angry. Continue being the propagator of Allah. These people keep changing their time. Oh gosh. All right. It's complicated. I'll figure this later. Continue being angry. Continue falling behind every hashtag. I think hashtag is Ilisha. Now it's a tukokadi, one term, sijui nini, kasongo. Bro, mimi sikukatazi. Continue. You are now a product of the system. They will make millions out of that anger. But you see your life in slow motions for 50 solid years. Ikikupita hivi. And that missed boat is going to give you a reason to continue being angry. And you, as you continue being angry, now the system feels you fight something new. Millions of niggers are in prison because of anger from 450 years. Completely justified. Justified. A product nonetheless. And they will die, never having achieved the greatness of the country they chanced on. Because the way they chanced on it is through slavery. This is not good. White supremacy. They completely missed the boat. Generation after generation after generation after generation. What could have been is only reflected on them that visualize a better life. The immigrants. Same skin color, different mindset. And now the success of those immigrants give them a reason to continue being angry. That anger continue becoming a product for the smart guy who monetized on that anger. Continue being angry. We want you angry. We need you angry. Mimi hapana wenu. Mimi is not yours. Kwani mpesa haifanye kazi? Ah, okay. It's loading. Continue being angry. Thank you so much, Lex Weru, rich boy from Kuala Lumpur, with 250 shillings, saying to Kopa Moja. If you're in Nairobi, Mr. Lex Weru, we can invite your ex-girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, to go eat some nyama choma somewhere, if they know how to cook nyama choma. Sio zile nyama ngumu kutoka kwa Masaini, ngumu kuliko maisha yako. Aya, nani mwingine? Tony Silva, a long-term member, probably for 10 months now, with 200 shillings. Do you have a song for victims? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I thought you might never ask. I actually should have one of those. Itauma, baya sana, lakini shida ni wewe. Wewe ndio umeitisha. Sio mimi. Mimi sikuwa niicheze. Where is that song? I know I have a one that is going to give you a reason to be angry for 20 years. Where is home? Okay, here is home. No, not that one. Come on. I want the reusing. Why is this thing playing when I'm not getting it to play? I know I have a very good zinger somewhere.
If you haven't noticed, that New Year resolution list is still sitting there, untouched. And a quarter of the year already slipped through your fingers. You keep scrolling, you keep saying soon, you keep waiting for a mood, a miracle, a feeling, instead of a decision.
Let's make sure this thing is working first. Why is it taking forever?
If you haven't noticed, that New Year resolution list is still sitting there, untouched. And a quarter of the year already slipped through your fingers. You keep scrolling, you keep saying soon, you keep waiting for a mood, a miracle, a feeling, instead of a decision. You worry about what people will say, people who never, not once, factored you into their choices, but you hand them the steering wheel of your own life. Read that again. Break your own chain, or learn to love your cage. This is the year you pick a side. Fear in the driver's seat, or your hands on the wheel. You do not get both, not anymore. Self-sabotage has been your closest friend, talking you out of every door. Stay where it's safe, stay where you're used to losing. You fear change because it exposes comfort as a trap. You fear failure, so you fail in advance by never starting. You fear rejection, so you reject yourself first. You fear success because it will demand a version of you you haven't met yet. You were taught to shrink, then handed slogans to shout. You were told you are first and not last, a winner and not a loser, head and not tail, above only. You know the lines. Yeah, you quote victory while practicing defeat. You shout, I am great, then live like you're optional, like you're extra, like you're a background character in your own story. Break your own chain, or learn to love your kid. This is the year you pick a side. Fear in the driver's seat, or your hands on the wheel. Do not get bold, not anymore. Listen, faith is not a sticker on a broken habit. Hope is not an excuse to stay exactly the same. You do not need another caption. You need a confrontation with the mirror, with the calendar, with your own reflection, asking, are you done yet? Done rehearsing the past, done defending your limitations, done outsourcing your courage to strangers and slogans. Break your own chains, or learn to love your cage. This is the year you pick a side. Stand up in your own name, walk into your own life. You were never made to die as your excuse.
angry, my friend, that anger and your male body is a product. The system is waiting for you to explode and monetize that anger. Be generous. Continue wasting time with other people's slogans, other people's missions, other people's dreams of becoming senators, other people's dreams of becoming governors, other people's dreams of becoming presidents. Not you, not your father, other people. Now that is your purpose. You are trading in the ecosystem of who is going to be the next this, and the next this other one, and the next this other one. But when you look at yourself in the mirror, you are scared of your current version because you don't have the appetite to get the version that you know you need for yourself. So you have apportioned that success on a governor candidate, on a senator candidate, on a president candidate. That one is going to do for you, so that when that person wins, you in your mediocre, you count yourself as also having won. When you fight for that person's position in power, you count yourself as somebody who has ever put any effort in your own path of self-discovery and self-actualization. You have given up on yourself. Now your hope is in 2 term, and your hope is in 1 term. Your hope is in Sakaja. Your hope is in Sifuna. Your hope is in that other idiot that used to be the Supreme Court president. Your hope is in the fat one in witchcraft country of Kisii, whatever the fuck his name was. That's where now your energy is being expanded. I'm saying these things intentionally to give you a reason to continue being angry. I know his name is Matiangi, but if I say that way, now you have you were not going to be angry. Now you have a reason to be angry. I want you angry. You are a very good product when you're angry. Miss the boat. Miss the boat. 50 solid years. That is my nephew. He's now thriving in every metrics of life because he's changed his life. Continue carrying the anger. 50 solid years. Ruto must go, will go. You will still have another reason. You are the guy who was wearing the sufuria. The guy who told you to wear sufuria died a multi-billionaire. But you're still here for the next fight. Now it's Sifuna. Now you're carrying the Yauga sufuria of Sifuna in another version. I was going to bring your father into the equation and say, would you fight that hard for your father? Then I remembered you don't have one of those. And I also remembered, if you don't have one of those, you have never seen them that you are fighting for, their sons that call them father, fighting for them, because those sons have their own purpose in life that does not have anything to do with their fathers. But you, a total stranger, you have become the one who fight for the fathers of the sons that are doing great in their own ways. You have decided your own life. But where would you have known from? Continue being angry. Mimi hapana wenu. Mimi hapana wenu. Mimi sitakuja hapa nikwambie kubaya. No. I know how beautiful a product of anger can be. There's 38 million angry black niggers in America. A whole multi-trillion-dollar business monetizing that anger. attach yourself with that anger. Because you think you are doing things with other people until you're isolated in your own defeat, in your own helplessness. Then you realize it's all by you. By that time, 50 years will be added to your 24. You'll be 74, looking like your father. Continue being angry. Sifuna, not Sifuna. Sheriff, Mustafa Sheriff. Thank you, Sana, for your generous super chat. Yes. And Tony Silva, thank you for renewing your membership for 8 solid months. And Tony Silva, again in Kenya shillings this time. 200 shillings. Do you have a song that we just played? Lex Weru from Kuala Lumpur, asante sana for 250. You have also said that we can do that ribeye steak with my ex-girlfriend that is also your former girlfriend. Huh? Only me can speak like this. Because me, I don't have any reservations. I am not compromised by anything. That thing that I should be compromised by, I have donated it to you. Now I'm free. Now you are carrying that thing. Simon Mwakeo. I think this is translated from a different language. The original language is Swahili. Wape wape vidonge vyao, wakimeza wakitema ni shauri yao. Yes. 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 Endiga Adomis, Tutam, whatever rose your boat, bro. Get carried away. I was 19 at Ihora Stadium with Imanyara, Charles Robia, James Orengo, Paul Moite, Merugi Karaoke, BGM Karaoke. There was a guy called Mo, M-O. He was a seasoned, celebrated photographer with a missing arm. I was there. Shikuku with his stupid bow ties. This is your time to waste your time. Do it generously. Mimi, hapana wenu. Is there anything else? I'm out of here. Let me see if there's somebody with a message in the inbox. I am out of here. Nitaenda kulala bila alamu. Tukutane siku ingine. Asanteni sana. Go get angry by what I said. You do not have a reason to be angry. I gave you one. May it last you for 50 years.